Let's go.
Well, welcome back to some more coverage from Sjogren in Norway and the Power Porsgrunn Norwegian Open. Match we're bringing you now, Cup quarter-final, so a very vital stage. And we've got the defending champion Benny Sjogren from Sweden against newcomer Ben Holbrook from England. So, of course, this is Ben's first tournament with us, so as you can see there, no ranking yet, but Ben, of course, winning the England national pairs last year, 2018, so very good player from Cheshire. This is Ben's first appearance on the show mat this weekend, and we're looking for a good match-up. So here's your defending champion, Benny Sjogren, ranking of 68, good win percentage of 74%, and obviously has proven himself on these mats here after he took the title last year. So Craig's with me. Interesting matchup this one, Craig.
Yeah, hi Simon, hi everybody. Yeah, absolutely. Benny came through the field last year, pretty much unknown at the time. Certainly has gone on from there as well. Carried that form on. He's certainly one of the players you don't want to meet, especially on these type of conditions. And of course Ben, his first event here on the tour. Seasoned county player, and as you say, he has won the English national singles title, pairs title last year, so no stranger to the big occasion.
So a good start from both players in this match. First to 12 ends. Some very close head. Benny holding, I think, probably 2 there. Yeah, you can see from the overhead there, Benny's holding the 2. Ben with a toucher, so just having a look at the head to see what shot he can play next.
Interesting to see Ben's actual setup here and his delivery. Very much what I call a crown delivery.
So yeah, very upright stance as you can see, and then yeah, the twist of the hand and the push through, very reminiscent of crown green bowlers.
Yeah, and of course crown green was the birth really of the sport in England. Certainly something for the crown green bowlers to do in the winter months, and it's grown from there about 30 odd years ago now.
So Ben just over the pace with his third bowl there. Bit tricky here for Benny, not wanting to really disturb too much there. 2 good shots he's holding.
That's actually quite a good bowl. It locks his bowl that's on top of the jack in as well, so I think again Ben's just looking to draw this.
Yeah, he could get a touchdown on his own bowl here.
Close.
Down.
Oh, that's a great bowl.
It is a great bowl. Interesting to see the overhead here as Benny comes up to have a look. It, looks very close in there.
Yeah, he's probably seen a lot of players play sort of a very aggressive bowl to that, but again Ben just confident in his draw. I think he's dropped in now very tight. Again, we can't see right down on top, so
yeah, shadows covering that, but it could be that Ben's bowl is touching.
we'll see by the type of shot that Benny's trying to play here. Something could move here. Drops onto that. Wow.
Very good first end, so we'll see what's done here.
I think there's a gap there between that front bowl for looking at the overhead, so this could be a tied end, or Ben fancies his own here. What a great
Umpire, please, feel a gate.
So Ben fancies his, and Benny asked for the measure, so
world number 1 comes on to do the measuring.
yeah, so Ed Sawbridge, who was knocked out earlier on, is covering some umpire duties for us, so we'll have a good look.
And whilst I'm doing the measure there, just again, just to touch on Benny's achievement here last year. I mean, it was a great run through. He was up against James Trott in the final last year, and I think most people had James down to win his first singles title.
Absolutely right. And I mean, Benny made a great start in that final. James, of course, came back. You can view that final from last year. It's still on our Facebook page. Yeah, Benny managed to hold on to take his first title.
Yeah, Rain raced into a big lead, and James pegged him back. But Unfortunately for James, he didn't have enough ends left. So
And just see Benny's last bowl coming in here. He wouldn't just sit that down, so did nudge Ben's bowl, but
not enough.
not quite enough.
So it is one shot to Ben on the first end. Great last bowl from him. There's 2 down. He's sticking with draw on the backhand. Didn't like it out of the hand. You can see the reaction there. Slap on the leg. He was a bit wide. Chatting to Ben a bit over the weekend. He's really enjoyed his first experience on the tour.
Yeah, Ben's unbeaten so far this weekend. Played in Group 7, 5 wins out of 5. And into the knockout rounds, 18-2 victory over Rune Kloitvik from Norway. Follow that up with a 13-5 win over Jel Bergseth, also of Norway. And here we are into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I think he'll be very happy with his first event. Whatever happens in this match.
Scrappy start to this second end in comparison to the closeness of the first. Ben now with his third bowl, just looking to run past these short bowls, which he's done.
Yeah, very good.
Gets a touch. I think he's managed to hold on for shot there. Looking at the overhead, you can see on the right. That looks to be shotward.
It's got a fair bit of support in the crowd as well. A lot of the players from his neck of the woods are no longer in the competition, are supporting him. But he's also got a good support as well.
Yeah, Benny just clipping the front bowls there, which held his bowl out past his own. So still one to Ben with his final bowl now coming at this end.
Drop onto those 2 bowls, that's the aim anyway.
Yeah, wants this to carry on running, looks close. Yeah, nice touch off his own bowl, and it's dropped in for 2.
Benny coming to have a look at this. Good position for Ben here. Benny's got to pull something out the bag on this second end. Probably just a dead draw onto the last bowl to guarantee the shot. Might be a bit more aggressive to this, the way he's setting himself up. He is.
Yeah, just playing a good weight through the line. If it gets past the front, it'll be close. Oh, he's got a great result. So push a bowl up onto the jack, nudged it back to his own for 1 shot.
That was the one thing I was surprised seeing Benny last year in the final. He played those shots really well. And sometimes they're the most difficult shots, that kind of just, arriving with a couple of feet and changing the head.
So you can see here, Benny's last bowl. Just coming in, around the short bowls, a nudge onto Ben's bowl, pushes the jack straight back to his own waiting bowl.
In some respects, unlucky they're not to make 2. His actual bowl that he played almost came through, sat in for 2.
So 2 ends played, honours even so far, 1-1.
Yeah, both players playing a big last bowl. So I think we're in for a really good match here. Again, it's always good to get somebody new onto the latter stages here on the show mat. I'm sure Ben will miss his opportunity. Good start. I don't know if we'll see Benny being aggressive to this. Yeah, I think we will. He's obviously been training with Jonas.
Yeah, good bowl from Benny. That's obviously Ben's touch that's gone to the back now. He's down on the backhand side. Just choosing to use the swing on that side. Could have perhaps played the other hand to drop on the bowl, Craig.
Yeah, I think he's favouring his backhand on the draw both ways, actually. So
Yeah, I think you find a lot of players tend to have a favoured hand for a draw, even if perhaps the more obvious shot's on the other hand. It's just what you feel more comfortable with.
absolutely. What's see Ben switch this time, though? Certainly does look more obvious on that forehand. Just send it out. Drop right back from there. Close here. Very good.
Good adjustment on the weight. Change of hands as well, obviously, but takes a shot. But again, Benny could be a little bit aggressive to this. Doesn't want to be too big because of the back bowls against him, but certainly if he gets Ben's bowl out here, he'll be sitting pretty.
He's, like I said, he's one of the best at playing those type of shots. Wow, he's got a result there. Unbelievable result, but not for him, but for Ben.
So yeah, the dangers we said just before he delivered it, if he was too heavy, that's exactly what's happened.
Wanted the bowl more than the jack, to be honest. Big chance here for Ben to make 3. Looks good if he gets round these bowls. He has. Really good.
Yeah, that's a very good bowl from Ben. So Ben picks up 3 shots on this third end. Just going to wait for them to confirm that. Yeah, 3 shots it is. And Ben moves into a 4-1 lead after 3 ends.
Unlucky there from Benny, really. He was very close to the perfect result for him. Like he could be holding 2 or 3 himself. But,
yeah, I mean, just a bit over the pace, really, for the shot. You always need to perhaps think about what happens if I miss a shot I'm playing. He got the good connection on the jack, but was just too heavy, and it travelled through to the back.
certainly is key to make sure you've got your bowls behind as well. It just shows you when you're playing against an aggressive player. See, Ben's not happy with that one for multiple reasons, mainly because it's jack high. Oh, Ferdinand thought that. Got a bit eager there, thought that had touched, but it hadn't. So see Benny reaching on this backhand.
Yeah, so Benny looking to be aggressive with his first bowl, looking for the jack here to move it back. Well, gets a good connection, and his bowl does just run away a bit, so still plenty of room for Ben here. So don't forget, if you are watching us on Facebook, please do share this video. Send us a message to say hi, any questions. We've had a couple in already. Olav Jaramason from Norway just asking if any Norwegians are left in the draw. Unfortunately, Olav, they're not. I can tell you the lineup for the Cup quarterfinals. Obviously the game we've got going now, Benny against Ben. Peter Roberts from England against Pauline Beattie from Ireland. Mark Beattie from Ireland against Krista Nordin from Sweden. And Nathan Hare from Ireland against Jonas Hager. So
Good lineup.
A very good lineup. Some good matches in the previous round as well, with Pauline coming through against James Trott, Peter Roberts beating PJ Gallagher. So some good matchups in the quarterfinals, and I'm sure we'll get a great semi-final and final lineup too.
Yeah, absolutely. Any one of these players now left in the event will fancy their chances of winning this.
We'll try and see if we can keep you up to date with some of the other scores, if we can see them from our commentary position. Damien's asked how Pauline's getting on. Early stages yet, but it's 2-2 in that game against Peter Roberts. Meanwhile, back here on the show mat, and Benny's holding the one shot.
Better road here from Ben. Has he got more weight this time? Looks like
If he gets around, he'll just got caught. I think if that had been a fraction wider, it would have been in for shot. Just on length, but
he'll be kicking himself from this, and there's a lot of room now.
there is. So, yeah, so Benny just checking to see if it's 1 or 2. Pretty sure it's only 1.
Yeah, might be lucky and only get away with dropping the 2 this end. You'd think if your closest bowl's 2 yards away, you'd be dropping more than 2 shots. Benny's playing what I would consider the harder backhand shots of this, although he's maybe looking to make 3 of it.
Well, you've got to remember, some of the bowls we've been seeing are holding out on that line there, even with Benny's with a turn. And yeah, I think he's played it quite well, this. Yeah, very good bowl. So, yeah,
2 shots.
Ben signals 2 to Benny, and he's happy with that. So it is a double score for Benny on this 4th end, and he reduces the deficit to 1, and it's 4-3 to Ben after 4 ends.
Good lance ball coming, perfect weight really, don't be any heavier, be in the ditch, so he played it very well. Good weight control. Benny's playing the backhand coming this way as well. Tends to be the favourite for what we've seen a lot of players so far.
Benny struggled a bit on this hand last year. The mat is in a slightly different position to last year, but he did play quite a lot under on that side of the mat.
Of course, the floor will have changed ever so slightly over the course of the year, and it might not be right on the same spot as it was as well. So, yes, interesting. I do think the other hand is the easier hand.
Well, it is. More room for error. If you're slightly off your line, it's not going to punish you as much as it would, say, this hand. But good adjustment from Benny with his second bowl. So it's right in behind the jack.
It's out very wide there, dropping inside that bowl. Stop Benny, who took it drawing away.
Yeah, again, this is on a better line. Just a fraction over pace, really.
Sticking on that wide, he's very wide again. Needs to come down to his own bowl.
Yeah, could get a result. No, just pushes it past Benny's bowl.
See what he was after there.
Yeah, just caught it a bit thick and pushed it a bit straighter than he was after.
Benny's switching himself, looking to drop underneath Ben's front bowl. He's done that.
Wow, nice little turn off of the bowl there. So
Professional glide, Simon.
it was a professional glide. No wicks in this game. So a question from Stephen Stewart asking what bowls the players are using. I know that Benny, is he using the old internationals? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Ben's using. Did you have a chance to speak to Ben?
No, they're an older, slightly older set of bowls, so I'd imagine they're in the lignoid stroke elite.
Oh, Ben, just unfortunate missing out there. We might be able to get a view of those later on from the top camera angle. But yeah, Benny certainly is using internationals. So, score of 2 for Benny there. That takes him into the lead, 5-4 after 5 ends.
Yeah, no real advantage for either player at the moment. Both having their good and bad ends, so probably the first player to pick up a 3 or 4 even, I think would, from now on, I think would put themselves in the driving seat. Just a bit short for Benny there. Get just a difference in pace with this mat, as we've said in our other matches. It is a little bit uphill going this way, ever so slightly. As we see a good start from Ben now, he's finishing a good spot. Then he's switching to the forehand himself. Good adjustment here, having switched hands.
Yeah, it was very good adjustment. So holds the one shot. Ben's bowl just behind will give him a chance now to push the jack through for 2.
Slightly under the line now. Benny just asking how far the bowl and the jack are away from each other. There's plenty of room to draw in there onto the back bowl of Ben's. Drop back. It's giving it plenty of green. This will come right back from there. Just over the pace.
Yeah, it's a great line actually, just as you say, just a bit over the pace. So another chance for Ben.
Yep, he's out very wide himself.
Yeah, look for this bowl to drop right back down onto the jack. Here it comes now. Again, just similar to Benny's, just that fraction over the pace.
He's got to be careful, Benny, here. Actually, he's got Ben's got 3 seconds.
Yeah, indeed. There could be a chance for Ben to remove Benny's bowl, so he's going to see if he can make the adjustment.
Quick.
Yeah, it
Wow,
does.
this is a big chance of 4.
So, how positive and how aggressive is Ben feeling? There is room.
Got to go for this.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's room for that bowl to go to the left-hand side of the jack as we look there. Clean out of the head, and it is a big chance for Ben to get a 4. No real danger in the shot. If he moves the jack back, it's likely to be to him.
Even if you don't fancy going for the 4, you can certainly get the 3 just by taking the bowl clean out.
So, yeah, it's a straighter line, a touch more weight. Looking for the bowl.
Max
Looks
it.
pretty close. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a great result. His bowl didn't stay, but he'll be delighted to pick up 3 shots and a very good bowl.
Yeah, you can't afford, especially at this stage of the game, you can't afford to give your opponent that much room to drop in. Make a 3. It's definitely 3 shots. Can't see that. Yeah.
Yep. So Benny removes the 3 shots, and 3 it is. Let's look at that shot again as you'll see the bowl come in. Benny's bowl clean out of the head, leaving Ben with 3 black shots.
That'll settle Ben. Any nerves that Ben had, I think we're right to settle down now with that result there.
Yeah, totally agreed. So halfway through the match, and it's a 7-5 lead for Ben. And he'll kick us off on this 7th end.
You see 2 threes that Ben's picked up so far in this match. Could be crucial. Get to the end. Benny's going to positive to this.
So yes, Benny being very attacking with this. Looking for the jack.
Got
Oh, gets it very clean indeed. Great result for Benny there.
And again, an interesting debate, I'm sure. We always get this from players and spectators saying, oh, it ruins the game, but it's a legitimate shot.
It is. I mean, you know, the jack wasn't exactly in long position and was very open. No bowl to use really. So, but he got it pretty clean, and now we'll reap the rewards.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Ben there, just missing out with his bowl again, taking the bowl off the line.
So Benny now having to adjust back to a draw weight, which he's done very well.
Yep. Pressure again now back on Ben. Needs to make sure that he gets in there. These are just dropping inside that bowl. Close here. Push that weight. Very
Yeah,
good.
good result. Played that with a perfect weight there. Got a question from Ron Cartwright asking if any of the Cornish bowlers from England are left in. Unfortunately not, Ron. At least Daniel did make it through to the last 16, but lost out in the last round against Krista Nordin from Sweden.
Wow. Again, he's only going to be dropping maximum 2 here. Benny. There's a little bit of room here for Benny to work with.
Yeah, down the forehand side. Looks a bit pacey to me. Will it pull up in time?
It will just.
Might do on the bias. No, just too long. So,
Ben will be happy with just dropping the 1.
yep. So it's 1 shot to Benny Sjogren on this 7th end, which brings him back into the game at 7-6 down. And you can see there, great bowl from Benny. Goes aggressive for the first bowl of the end from him.
Benny sticking to this backhand coming this way. He's just been a bit wide and short.
Better here though.
Yeah, that's a better. Still a bit
Still,
wide.
yeah, still hanging a fraction. It's on Ben's backhand. I think he'll stick with the draw. He does.
Yeah, Ben seems to be one that prefers the draw shot as opposed to playing the weighted shot we've seen so far. Played a good ball coming this way last time to pick up the 3 shots. Again, played that with a couple of yards, nothing too aggressive.
So just looking at some of the other quarter-final scores as we're moving through the tournament, I can tell you Pauline BT is 5-all against Peter Roberts after 8 ends. And it's 9-8 to Mark BT, I think, in the... Actually, no, 9-8 to Kristen Norden in their quarter-final. And Jonas Hager 8-7 against Nathan Hare in the remaining quarter-finals. So some very close games there too.
Yes, you would expect when you get to this stage of the tournament, you don't expect too many, if any, runaway matches. So all of those players very accomplished. So Ben just want to drop down to this jack. He's got it.
Yeah, good result there. Hasn't quite. Yeah, he's disappointed he's not killed the jack into the ditch there. So it does give Benny a chance. It's only 1 to Ben as it stands.
It's not easy to get to the jack though. And sometimes you can be drawn to playing for the jack here. Actually, plenty of room to draw in for shot.
Yeah, Benny's he's playing on that straight line. If he gets his own bowl straight, yeah, that's the toucher in. So yeah, good bowl. Played that very well. Again, yeah, tricky now for Ben. There might be a slight line just under Benny's short bowl to come through the jack line. Yeah, he's playing the weight to get this in the ditch.
Likes it.
He does like it. Oh, great ball. Fantastic ball from Ben there. Picked the perfect line and did enough to push it away from Benny's toucher and sit 1 shot in the ditch.
Really good bowl there from both players actually, playing the aggressive shot well. Ben extending his lead now.
Yeah, another view of this shot. Just creeps under the short bowl of Benny's, clean onto the jack and takes a 1 shot in the ditch. And played that very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, showing both these players play all the shots. Ben sticking again to this backhand. Looks tight for me.
Yeah, it is going to be a fraction tight. Well, I guess it does get a toucher, so... But again, he's now left this as a tempter, in fact, yeah. Benny is playing a running bowl again, similar to the last time they were going in this direction.
Wider this time.
Yeah, might get the bowl here. Yeah, he does, and a bit of chalk, so
Wow.
Ben's toucher rolls into the ditch and is marked by Ferdinand.
Chance for Ben to be aggressive if he wants here.
Yeah, Ben just weighing up his options. Looks, yep, setting himself for the backhand. Let's see what weight he plays at it. Yeah, playing a bit through this. Just caught slightly narrow. Benny's toucher moving to the back.
Yeah. So Ben's delivery reminds me of seeing that on the screen there. Gareth Stanway.
Yeah, very, very similar. I think Gareth certainly has a bit more of a swing in the arm, but yeah, very similar. Yeah, good response from Benny there. Hidden the jack to a certain degree, so we'll probably see Ben come back to more of a draw here.
Yep, big draw on this forehand. This will drop all the way back with good weight.
Just a fraction over the pace. It's at long jack length, but in a good position.
Again, Ben could have gone for the bowl onto the jack with the toucher sitting in the ditch, but to get one close.
Yeah, Benny looking good here. Wants to stop. Yeah, it should be second bowl.
Got to be careful now, Ben. It's drawn into playing down here. He has got the back position, but if he misses, he knows he's going to be 3 down.
And in fact, yeah, if he plays at something and misses completely, Benny will have a chance at a full house.
Yeah, absolutely. What's Ben going to do? He's going for it.
Yeah, sets himself on the backhand. Yeah, looking to push this bowl onto the jack. And again, just holds off on that line with a bit of weight. Whereas if you're just slightly under, it's cutting across. It's playing quite tricky, that side.
Yeah. Again, he did take a prisoner, as we say. He took one of Benny's bowls away, so maximum he's going to drop here is 2, which he will do. Benny will draw in here, as he has done here.
Yeah, pretty good draw from Benny. Fairly straightforward, but still had to play the shot, but does take the 2 indeed.
Still nothing between these two.
Yep, we're 2/3 of the way through the match, and we're tied at 8 apiece. So, final third then, final third then, Craig, and final quarter. What are you thinking?
Anyone's game. I wouldn't like to sit on the fence, I think. I wouldn't like to say either way. Benny's obviously had the experience in this event. He is a defending champion. So Ben's certainly used to the big occasion as well.
So, Benny leading us off on this 10th end. Gone to a shorter jack length now. Yeah, again, just nudged the line a bit narrow. Weight wasn't too bad.
Ben's thinking about this now. Maybe he's thinking a bit positive to this. I'm sure he's just going to stick to the draw.
Yeah, I think so. That bowl's really not of any help on his forehand, and short jack length, so much harder to get the jack right through.
That's a good start.
Yeah, that's where you're looking for your lead bowl, past the jack. So, Benny's second bowl, again, looks, narrow. Yeah. Well, bit of chalk on that bowl, so it is a toucher that can be used. Might make Benny change the way he plays. I think Ben's certainly got to look to try and change the way this jack is sat here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ben needs to tuck this jack away if he can. He has done.
Very good bowl.
Cheers.
Yeah, so Benny not wasting any time, stepping out. I think he's going to look to hit this. If the jack does go off, they'll replay from the same direction.
It's just controlled weight down to this, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a good bowl that. Didn't want to be too aggressive, I don't think.
No. Again, another bit of chalk. Just the one to Ben, and that's made it a bit difficult for Ben now.
Yeah, Ben's come down and have a look at this. He's got the back position, obviously. It's just seeing where that jack would pop over to that top of the screen now. See Ben thinking about the shot. Always good to see different expressions on the players' faces. Looking at what shot they're going to play.
So Ben's had a look. Let's see what he's thinking. It's coming down on the forehand again.
Looking to just drop behind here. Difficult shot to play with the way that hand turns. Ooh,
He did just flick the ball. Yes, I think he was probably caught in a couple, sort of two minds there, really. But again, now Benny's looking to flick this bowl of Ben's out.
I don't like this because I think if he does get the shot here, he leaves Ben.
This is too wide, I think. Well, gets a, yeah. Was always looking a bit wide for that weight. I think.
Where do you want to be here?
Well, I think this is risky, especially at this stage. 8 all in the match. Just 2 more ends to come after this one.
You can see Ben's eye looking at this.
The trouble is you're going to have to play this with a fair bit of weight to split those bowls and run through on the jack and move it enough.
If he does all those things, he picks up 4.
Yeah, but I think if he plays on that split, his shot bowl will probably come off the side of the mat on the bottom of the top screen there.
Yeah, I think, as you say, it's a difficult one. I think you either play it or you take it.
Yeah, I think he's going to play this. Yep. So, a couple of yards. Yeah, so might have made 2 of it. Difficult to see just yet. Certainly got the 1. Having a joke with Steve Burrows, who's watching from behind the mat. So We'll see what. Yeah, Shotwood's removed. Just having a look at the second.
Me too. We have an umpire at this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so umpire's called. Ed will come back on and check for us. Yeah, very bold shot to play there, Craig.
It was, but I think in some instances, when you've got the opportunity to make a 3 or 4, you've got to take them. Not often you get those chances. You can see, actually got that split absolutely perfect. He just didn't maybe have enough weight to carry to move the jack back even further. The jack had gone another foot or two. He was free on.
Yeah. So Ed just measuring up for us. Oh, it looks pretty close. Not sure that's quite in. He's just going to go and check back on Benny's bolt. Also using a string measure. Yeah, that looks like. Yep. So points to Benny. So it is just a single shot to Ben. He moves into a 9-8 lead, and we've got 2 ends to play.
Again, just slight advantage now for Ben. Picks up the shot there. Obviously, would have been a lot better if he'd picked up the 2 or 3, but I think you'll be happy with the shot that he played, but just not the.
Yeah, just wanted a bit more pace to get the result he wanted, really. So, penultimate end now. Tight match here in the Norwegian Open quarter-final between Ben Holbrook and Benny Sjogren.
Bit of adrenaline there with the first bowl, again easily done.
Yeah, so Ben just slightly over.
Well,
Benny,
that might be a tempter.
yeah, it's not the best of bowl from Benny.
No, just drawing away.
Yeah, players will be feeling a bit of a twitch, I would think, with getting to, especially when it's this close, getting towards the end, semi-final spot at stake.
Well,
yeah.
of course they are in the prize money now at this stage of the tournament. But every win increases the prize pot for them.
Yeah, better adjustment from Benny there.
He's got to be tempted with this now. He's drawing away, I think.
Yeah, sticking to the draw.
That looked a better pace out of the hand.
Still slightly narrow. He's bowled it inside out, but it is going to peg away. Pace much better.
Oh, he's leaving himself under a bit of pressure with this last bowl of
He will do,
coming.
especially if Benny drops a third in here. Yeah, just over the pace from Benny, so holding 2, but still a bit of pressure on this bowl.
Yeah, needs to make sure he gets this one. Doesn't want to be dropping a 2 or 3 on this end. Better here. Better here.
It's close. Oh, very good.
Very
Great bowl
good.
under pressure. So Benny's just coming up to have a look at the head before his final bowl. A good chance to get a 2. See from the overhead, Ben's holding the 1 shot.
It's not an easy shot here for Benny. Well, he's got a few different options. He'd be positive on his forehand here. On the wide line. Is that going to come back enough?
Could get a result. Oh,
He did.
wow. Well, I did wonder if that was the wrong side to play, thinking there was just a draw on the other hand, but he's got a fantastic result from this.
I'll be very interested to find out if that was the shot he tried to play there, because you look at the angle that he played that on, he took both of Ben's bowls away, so...
Well, it's a score of 3 for Benny, sorry, and he jumps into an 11-9 lead playing the final end. That was a big bowl.
Yeah, in the context of the match, absolutely crucial. As we see this last bowl coming down, I mean, if he meant to get this edge to then get the other bowl, that is unbelievable.
We'll ask him that later, perhaps.
We certainly will.
So, here we go then. Final end of the match. It's a 2-shot advantage to Benny. Again, as before, if the match does end in a tie, we'll head into a best-of-3 end tie break. But for now, Benny with a 2-shot lead, just looking to defend.
That's probably the best opening bowl he's had coming this way for a while. Benny there, he's behind and he's fairly central.
Ben looking pretty good on his response though. Yeah, little touch on the
Yeah,
jab,
perfect.
sits in behind.
Benny won't panic at the moment. Switching to the forehand.
He just needs to run a little bit this bowl. It's just going to dive under.
Big chance Ben here. Draws another one. It's on a good road again.
Yeah, again, just wants us to run. Looks pretty good.
He's very good here.
Yeah, be happy with that. I can tell you that Pauline Beattie's first through to the semi-finals with a 12-6 win over England's Peter Roberts.
I think this one's close as well.
Yeah, Benny's
holds
watching
up.
this, wants it to hold. Just unfortunate. Just under the line, so has edged it in, hasn't really made it any more difficult for him.
With a wry smile there from Ben. I think he's like, ugh, what do I play now?
Yeah, slight issue for Ben now, obviously, is he's got no back position. So it's, does he defend up front or does he push behind?
Well, I'll be drawing up on the backhand, touching the shot bowl to rock it behind the jack, sit for free. Easy as that.
So, yep, it's down on the backhand for Ben.
Just got to have the pace now.
It's just going to, yeah, slap of the thigh. Knew it was under. Just widen the target a little bit for Benny to use on, certainly on his forehand. But remember, this is Benny's last bowl now. He's still got to play through this.
You
or do
can't.
you think you're resting on the? Look, if you look at the from the overhead there, resting and in on the backhand side, nestling against the 2 bowls makes it very difficult.
Be very brave to play just over the draw to this. It's such a big target. You just got to make contact. Yeah, forehand, just make contact. Play the percentage shot here.
So yeah, just a couple of yards of pace on this. Rattle into the jack or the bowls. Yeah, pace looks pretty good. Is the bowl going to hold on the good line? Looks close. Oh, it's a good bowl, but still a chance here for Ben to get a 2.
Yeah, I think we could be going to a tie break here. I fancy Ben to drop down to this. Just having a look at the angle. I think it's certainly there for Ben to drop down onto Benny's last bowl, push that away and stay for 2.
So here we go. Final bowl of regulation play.
Backhand, he's playing it.
He's stalking it down. Is it just going to hold too much? Oh, wow. So I think his back bowl's just come out, so this could be maybe just one to Ben. Applause from the crowd. Yeah, both touching. So
Great bowls there, and I fancied that Ben was going to get that, but great game. Really tight again. That's really 2 really good matches we've had. The last couple of, well, 3 really good matches so far today. All come down to the last end.
you can see both players just discussing the game there. A great finish to that game. And performance in his first singles event, Craig.
Absolutely, yeah. Take the defending champion to the last bowl in the quarter-final. I think Ben will be really happy with that. Hopefully we see a bit more of Ben as well. I'm sure we will. So,
there we go. Benny Sjogren makes it through to the semi-finals and joins Pauline Beattie. I can tell you that Nathan Hare and Jonas Hager went to a tie-break, but I'm unsure of the result of that just yet. So again, just check on our website. You'll see the results there on the live feed. And we'll be back for some more action shortly on our Facebook Live page. So thanks very much to everyone for joining us. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.